It's kind of
Yeah,
silly.
yeah. It's Skype though. Yeah,
Yep. All right. So you are 2.8K, and you want
yeah,
to focus on offlane.
yeah.
Okay.
Indeed.
So do you have any like questions to start out with, or do you want to just like jump into replays?
No, let's go straight and jump to replace. It would be way better for me.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. So why don't you send me like a couple match IDs
yeah.
of games
Okay,
that you want to
okay.
go over?
Yeah, like just give me a few seconds and I'm gonna send.
Yeah, of course.
Like you want what you want to see where I play off lane or any lane.
Well, if you want to learn offlane, then we should do an offline replay.
Yeah, okay, okay. Just give me a few seconds, please.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm just searching where I'm playing on off lane though on the Dota buff.
Okay. Actually, do you want to link me your Dota buff so I can take a look as well?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, this would be way better though. Just a second, okay?
Yep.
Here it is. Yeah, here you go. Yeah,
Okay.
I just texted you.
Okay.
So did you get it though? Yeah, I'm sure you did though. Did you open?
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. So you play a lot of Invoker.
Yeah, I
Um.
just started playing, I was spamming Dumbly though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh. See, you said you wanted to learn offlane, but you only have one game of offlane that I see here.
Yeah, on this account though, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
On this account, yeah. We can try like mid lane, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, that's up to you. I mean, we can go over an Invoker game or something
Yeah,
like that.
okay. Which one? The top one, or which one? Tell me ID, and I'm gonna download the replay.
Well, I'm
Or
just gonna share my screen, so you don't even have to do that. And we can just watch off my Skype.
oh, okay, okay, yeah,
Yeah, that makes things much easier. So
yeah,
I'll just download this one. Looks okay. Okay. Okay, you should be able to see my screen on Skype now.
yeah. I can see it. Yeah,
Okay, good.
good. Yeah,
Okay. So, so Midas Axe. Okay. First things that I noticed are your last hits are pretty low. You generally want
yeah,
much higher if you're going to be playing mid or carry.
yeah. Okay.
I can look at other stuff in game though. Did you play Exort or Quaswex?
Exort. Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I remember, it was Exort though. Yeah.
Okay.
Juggernaut.
So let's skip through.
Lion.
Windranger at your service.
Okay, so you're gonna land against Windrunner most likely. Maybe Dazzle could be there as well, but pretty unlikely.
No, no, no. It was a Windranger though.
Yep.
I remember. Yeah.
Okay. So it's fine. It's a pretty good matchup for Invoker. I think it should be fairly
Yeah,
easy.
I failed though. I remember I failed.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty hard though.
So I'm not sure what happened here. Oh, I guess you tried to invoke without using Exort Orbs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I misclicked though. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a good idea to invoke Sunstrike and just scout. So that's a good thing to do. But it's
Yeah,
okay.
scout the items. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Items look good. It's all fine. Okay.
30 seconds to battle.
You want to avoid doing stuff like this. It might seem like I'm nitpicking or just being silly, but you never want to just run out like this and give the enemy team vision. Basically, like when you do this, if there's somebody up here, they know that you're in the river and you're vulnerable at that point. It's much better to wait in the trees or wait back here at your tower, like back here. That way they don't know which rune you're going to.
Yeah, okay.
It's a small thing, but if there are people up
Yeah.
here, then they'll see you, and that's bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
The battle
Every
begins.
coin helps.
Gains.
I steal from the slow. I steal from the slow.
Okay, pull creeps back. That's good. So here, this is something that's pretty important when you're playing Invoker, or just any ranged hero for that matter. In situations like this, where the enemy hero has to walk up onto high ground to contest a CS, like she has to attack from high ground, you want to take advantage of this, because like you have the high ground in this case, so you could hit her before you go for the CS.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
You still go for the CS, like, first and foremost, but you should harass beforehand. Okay, you get cold snap. Okay. In situations like this, when you have a lot of creeps alive, and it's going to push to the enemy team's tower, and Windranger doesn't have many creeps alive, like it's only these two, you want to trade with her, and like, pressure her a little bit. You have to be a little careful if supports are off the map, because you don't want to get ganked during this time. But right now, you should basically go for the CS, and then immediately cold snap her, and try to get her to use a spell. Like, she doesn't have Windrun, so if you cold snap right here, she's actually going to take a lot of damage from the creeps and you. And this is pretty important. You can get her to use her regen this way.
Yeah.
But instead you backed off, and you don't get anything here. So that's pretty big.
Yeah, I actually lost. I could harass her. I could take some last hits. There were 2 range creeps. I could harass her. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could do. And little things like that really matter. Like, maybe later on she can't go to a rune because she's low HP and she doesn't want to die because you harassed her under tower in that one time in mid. So little things like that add up quite a bit.
Yeah, you're right, though. Yeah.
Okay.
Tis non-cupatory.
Okay.
Nuh-uh.
So here it's like kind of awkward to try to trade with her because she has the creep advantage. If you were to trade with her here, you would have 3 range creeps go on you, or 3 melee creeps go on you, and she would have 3 melee creeps go on her. So it'd be kind of even. But you can't really contest after that. Like, she can just back up very easily. So I think this is kind of a waste. It's not so bad.
Like wasting a cold snap on her, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, harass, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's good to use cold snap to harass, but you want to make sure you're getting a lot of right clicks off during that time.
Yeah.
Also, a good option is to wait for Alacrity or get a Forge Spirit and use that to harass with cold snap. And that can, give you a lot of extra damage.
Speed. Yeah, for more attack speed, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I just saw, I attacked her there where she had double range creeps, and range creep attacked me, and they growed me, so I took more damage, right?
It depends on how far you chased. I actually didn't even pay attention to that. But yeah, if you continue to chase here, then you do take more damage.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were just out of range of the range creeps, so they can't switch to target you. So
She could easily nuke me by power shot when I would take much damage from creeps. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, if she skilled Windrun instead of Shackle Shot, she could just very easily Windrun and trade with you here. So yeah.
Easy hers for her.
This is something that you can use to your advantage, though. If she doesn't Windrun in these situations, like this one here, and then the tower pushing scenario that we just talked about, you can kind of infer that she went for a Shackle Shot build rather than Windrun, and you can use that to your advantage until she hits level 4 anyway, because she's pretty much guaranteed going to skill it at 4. She really should anyway. But yeah. Okay.
Invisibility.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when you do this, it's kind of like giving her a window, a 20-second window where she knows that she can't die. So when you use Cold Snap, you want to make sure it's like relatively effective, like you're doing a lot of damage in that time.
Yeah. Okay. Can we pause for a few seconds?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I'll call you back.
All right. Hey, no worries.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 sec. I'll share my screen in a sec here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So is it good?
Yeah. I can
Okay.
see it.
Okay. So you had boots on your first courier usage. That's totally fine. Okay.
Oh yeah, you know, I bought boots because, you know, I would run faster. I could harass her much faster. Yeah, that's why I bought boots.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
guess it's, yeah.
Yeah, you should always buy brown boots for your first buy. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
good to buy a salve, but yeah. If you need the regen, obviously, it's okay to do that.
Yeah, like after a rune, I can shift click and, you know, buy like after 2 last seats, you know, a salvia.
Yeah, it's good. I also recommend that you buy a TP scroll with the brown boots usually. Like your first buy should be brown boots plus a TP scroll. Even if you're on a hero like Invoker who can gank globally with Sunstrike and, you know, do a lot of damage, it's still good to have the option to TP to a lane. Like let's say your offlaner gets dived by these two heroes and they're very low. Jug uses his spin. Rubik gets low, something like that. They're under the tower. You can TP in and get kills. Yeah, so it's good to have the option, and you're in probably like 90% of your games, you're not going to use it, but it's still very important to have, I think, because you never want to be in the position.
Yeah, I could escape even with a tip scroll. Yeah, you're
Right.
right. Like,
Yeah. It's just a very useful item, and it's very cheap, so no reason not to buy it.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
All things fall.
Okay. Let's look at this.
All things fall.
Okay. Yeah, not much you can do. I mean, the Sunstrike was a bit early. If you want to go for this, you need to Sunstrike farther away, just because, like, you have no hard CC.
Yeah, I'm miscalculated though. Yeah, she had a wind run on, and, you know, I wouldn't even be able to Sunstrike her.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste of a spell.
Yeah.
If you hit it, it's obviously good, but you need to like aim it very carefully.
Yeah, I remember exactly. You know, I knew it was a waste. You know, I just misclicked on Sunstrike. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. Why are you backing up here? Is it because Rubik is off the map?
No, actually, I don't know. I just went back dumbly though.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely don't want to do this if you can. If you're feeling unsafe, like if you think Rubik is ganking you or something, then it's okay to back up. But you definitely want to contest UCS. Like you're in a good position right now, so.
Yeah, I could even harass her. You know, there are range creeps. Yeah.
So that's actually pretty big. Like you just gave up 3 CS for no reason. It's a lot of EXP as well that you just missed because you're playing back for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's pretty big, but it's okay. Okay. So you get a Force Spirit, it's fine. I think if you're going Exort, you should summon a Force Spirit a little sooner. Just because it helps you in lane quite a bit. Try not to feed them, like if you can, but you can just use it to last hit with yourself, and that's really good. It just gives you a lot of extra damage. Okay. So your opponent or your opposing mid laner just went to gank, and that's fine, right? Like you can't do much about it. What you need to do in this situation though is you need to be looking around the map and like, you know, telling your team that she's missing and like trying to predict where she's gonna go if you can and tell them that way. In this case,
I actually said that she was missing, you know, on a map.
Yeah. So did she pop her invis? Oh, she actually got an invis rune here. So okay. So she did a good job here. Like she faked you guys out. She assumed that you guys had a ward here, and then like she popped her invis, or she popped the invis rune, and then ran back mid while she was fading. And then as soon as the invis is totally applied, she started running back top. So it was a good play by her. You still kind of have to assume that she's either going mid or top in this case. So you should say something like a careful top or something like that. It's important that you're specific in your missing calls, if you can be. And in this case, I think you could be, just because you saw her go for the rune with this ward. But in cases like this where the mid roams and gets a kill, you want to make sure you're looking and seeing what's going on. Like right here, as soon as Windranger pops on the map, like she's going to show up really soon here. As soon as she casts a spell like this, she shows up because she's out of invis. So you have vision of her right now on the minimap. You need to just like move your camera up and see what's going on like immediately to see if you can Sunstrike somebody, see if you could TP, see if you should push mid, something like that. But if you can't do any of those things, then you should just push mid as hard as you can, and that will force her to TP home. So like when you're stalling the lane like this, it's generally not a good idea. When your opposing mid laner is not there, because like she's not being punished for doing this right now, where you could push the lane and get damage on her tower and force her to TP. So you do end up pushing it, but it's very slow, and you should be like going much harder on this. Okay, and alright, that was a bit late. Okay, so when a support walks up to you like this, if it's a dazzle or someone that has absolutely no way to defend themselves, you should just immediately cold snap. It's important that you cold snap right away so you get more hits off, and like CC them while they're in your attack range. You actually missed out on a kill here because you waited so long. So that's another point where you could have been more aggressive. Okay. You want to avoid using Fairy Fire like this. Typically save this for like moments where you're about to die. It's like okay regen, but you have Quas, so there's no point to just use it like that. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so this guy's movements tell me that they have a high ground ward somewhere. Yep, okay. So when he does this kind of backward movement, like I didn't check his inventory before this, but when you saw him run like this and then he just randomly stopped, like you can infer that he sees you at this point, like when he just runs back. Because like otherwise he would just continue running, right? Like there's no point for him to just run back. So you should assume that they have a ward somewhere around here. Like it could be here, could be here, could be here, where he just placed it. But yeah. Another thing you could do is check his inventory when he runs down the cliff like this. Like, you can click on him, see, oh, he has a ward.
I hate to, I never thought about that ward on a high ground, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so that's big. That gives you a lot of information if you're able to figure that out. Okay. So something you should do here is when people are pressuring you like this this Windrunner is, she just ran into the trees here for no reason. You should summon a Forest Spirit and just scout while you're last sitting under tower. So you hit the creeps, summon the Forest Spirit, send it into the trees. So that way she can't surprise you with like a shackle or something. And maybe somebody else comes from like this top side. Like she shackles you here.
I thought about that, but somehow I know I'm did that, summon a Forest Spirit, yeah.
Mm. Okay. So it's good.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay, let's look at this. So you're watching Dazzle on the minimap this whole time, very clearly. Okay, I want to see if you actually hit it, or what's going on. Oh, you did, okay, good. Yeah, that's good. Good stuff. And you also did it right before the rune, so he didn't actually get the rune, so that's really good. Good play.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. So when you buy your Midas, you want to the first thing you need to do is push out the wave, and then you immediately need to run to this big camp or one of these big camps, like this one as well, and just use it on the big creep.
Yeah, I have a question. What about using a Midas on a siege creep to stop a wave? Like a siege creep pushes away, right?
Yeah. The siege creep is okay.
Yeah, okay.
It gives a lot of EXP, so it's a little bit better than lane creeps. Ideally, though, you always use it on a big creep, if you can. But if you're going to be in a position where you need to be pushing, then it's okay to use it on a lane creep.
Yeah, like I sometimes use on a creep because I'll waste the time like running to running to some wave or okay, never mind. Okay, let's go.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So you're watching top. This is good. Ideally, by now you have a TP, but yeah, it's okay. So if you had a TP right now, this would make a huge difference because rather than having to run up and like run through river and waste all this time that you could be spending farming, you could just TP up here when it's a good time. Like if these guys commit for a dive, then you can TP when Void Chronos or something like that. Like he doesn't have it yet, but he's very close. But instead,
yeah.
like.
Yes.
So instead, like, you have to run all the way up river in order to help here. And like you pretty much are supposed to help here. This is fine. But the way you help in this situation is you push mid really hard, get somebody to TP here to defend, and then you go up top. And then you can go for like a advantageous play. So like maybe these guys mess up and it still goes well, but I think you understand my point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right though.
Yeah, because like now these guys can very easily just run away, and you guys lost. Like you lose out in this trade because you just force a TP. They can just run away and not lose anybody, and that's really big. It looks like Rubik might get caught. No. Okay, yeah. So they ran away. No kills here. Unless they run back in for whatever reason. But yeah, now you're just sitting up here for no reason. Like you have no use being here. You have nothing to do here. I guess you could like try to push the tower, and that's okay. But you could have just spent that time pushing the tower mid instead.
Yeah, I just wasted the time.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And it looks like there's going to be a fight here anyway, which happens a lot in 2K. But there's no reason for these guys to be fighting here. Okay, that was good. Okay, yeah. So these guys end up diving anyway for no reason. Like they're literally chain feeding for no reason.
Yeah, like a typical Russian.
Yeah. I mean, it's typical NA players too, to be honest. But it's okay. Yeah. So yeah, so basically all of this here is just like fake. This shouldn't happen in any scenario. If these guys just backed off and split up in the lanes, like, and defended top with like 2 or 3 heroes, they would have been totally fine. But instead, they literally just dived the tower for no reason. So yeah, I think you understand my point though. Like, if you had a TP, you could very easily just push mid, get this tower, or at least force somebody to TP home, and then you can make a power play top. So that's a pretty big rotational error, but yeah, this is something that like a lot of like people below 5 and 6K have issues with. It's really hard to know when this is a good idea to rotate or whatever.
I just had to use my momentum and push me. You know, yeah, I just wasted the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Okay. CTP top again. Yeah. Okay. So you're just falling into the trap of low MMR stuff. It looks like he might get a kill here with Sunstrike. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so he gets out. So this could have been a kill. That's true. But he also very easily could have just not ran this way. Like, there's no reason for him to run this way. As soon as like you TP in like this guy should just spin and TP out. There's nothing stop. He doesn't have the mana. Okay, never mind. But he could very easily just run down anyway. Like, when you TP here, there's no reason for this guy to just like run back. Like, what is he doing? Like, if he just runs this way, he gets out completely free. So this is a mistake on his part, and that's why you get the kill. And it's good that you got the kill. Like, that's great and everything. But it wouldn't happen if he was better. And then you'd be in a position where like you're just in top lane for no reason. You have no options at that point. You can try to push the tower, but it's not, the best by any means. In this case, you should have just like gone mid, because this guy is the only way this guy dies is if he's seriously misplaced. And you also play very well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay.
Like I couldn't do much because he dispelled my cold snap and
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe if it was another hero, you could do something. Like maybe if it was a little bit of a slower hero, maybe they don't have boots, they don't have magic immunity with Blade Fury, something like that. Maybe then it's an okay play. But in this case, like you can't do it because Jug can just spin and you can't do anything. You have no counterplay to that. So.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Okay. Okay, so you go back mid, bring here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, good. Okay.
Dire's bottom tower
Okay, that was fine. The Deafening Blast was a bit of a waste, but it's okay. I think it's fine to use. The only issue is you're out of mana now, but I mean, you wouldn't have that much anyway. Ideally, you recognize that Dazzler's going to die no matter what. I guess it's hard to infer that Lion is going to finger, though, so... yeah, I think that was fine.
Dire's bottom tower
Okay.
is under attack.
They can just stay and farm this, push it out a little bit. Okay, so here, because they have 2 enemy heroes dead, you can very easily just push this out, right-click it down, rather than running back to base, and you'll get some extra farm this way, and you also give some information to your team. So just push this wave here. and then you can go back after that. Okay, watching for a Sunstrike, that's good.
Yeah, I feel the Sunstrike there, I remember.
Yeah, well, the important thing is you're looking, right? Like, this is really good. A lot of people don't do this, even when they're playing Invoker. Since you're in base, you don't need to be doing anything right now, so you're just looking around the map, which is very good. You want to keep doing that. It sucks that you missed it, but you still have the option to hit it because you were looking, so that's good on your part. Okay. Okay. Oh, one sec. Okay. I just reshared my screen, so it should have fixed anything. Yeah. Okay. So, again, you end up TPing bottom. In this case, like, I don't think you have any business being here. Again, it's one of those situations where, like, if you TP in and these guys just run away, there's nothing you can do. Chrono is down, so you can't catch them. Lion is too far back to go for a stun here. So any kind of kills that happen here are entirely because the enemy team is being stupid. There's no reason for them to just push this here. So when you TP down here, you're committing so much time and resources to just being here when you can't even do anything. If these guys play, like, not even like super well, if they just, you know, run away. Whereas, like, if you had chosen, instead of TPing bottom, to run mid, then you still have your TP available, and you can also pressure this tower. Or you could also go top, and that's fine too. But I think mid is a better option.
Yeah, I could push a mid, yeah. You're right.
That's it's a very common issue with core players that are a lower MMR. I know I already said this, but it's very important. That's probably, like, one of the biggest mistakes people make, is trying to group too early. Okay. So here you go for a Deafening Blast Meteor combo, which is fine. Okay. So you Deafening Blast. Yep, that's good. I don't know why this guy didn't lift. Oh, it was on cooldown. Okay. So you kind of messed up there, but... Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay, yeah, in this case, I think, like, you would have been better off just, like, invoking Force Spirits or Sunstrike or something, and then just running mid again. Ideally, you're not here in the first place, but yeah. Like, look, this is extremely common at 2k, or, you know, 3k. Just look at how much of the map is being used right now. Like, okay, so 4 heroes are down here. Then they have 4 heroes here as well. Windranger is right here. She's going for the rune. And then Legion is in base because she just respawned. Then you guys have 4 heroes bottom as well, and Timber's running down there to group with you guys. Look at all of these lanes that are just completely open. Like, everything, all of this is being totally unused. Like, it's like this gold is being wasted almost.
Yeah,
so
like, I can fire more push, yeah.
Especially on a hero like Invoker, like when you're able to affect fights with Sunstrike around the map, and you also buy bots like relatively early compared to other heroes. So I think this is really important, and this will help you a lot. Is if you just focus more on pushing and TPing to fights when they're happening and when they're going to benefit you, guaranteed. I think that will help you quite a bit. All right. Okay, I gotta restart the screen sharing thing for a sec. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So after you went Midas phase, go for Aghanim's. Oh, let's watch this first. Okay. So basically, Juggernaut, unless he has Blade Fury down, is never gonna die to this. You know about the Deafening Blasting, where he can spin when you Deafening Blast, right?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Okay, so that's a big deal. Going for this kill is just impossible. It's never gonna happen. Unless he just doesn't cast his spells for whatever reason, but it shouldn't rely on that. Yeah. So you just overextend really hard here. And your positioning is also, like, too far forward. At this point, your team has no way to help you.
I was near fucking tower,
yeah. Okay, so that's pretty big. That's kind of like a needless death, but it happens, I suppose. But yeah, let's talk about the item decision. So Aghanims is a good item on Invoker, but you also need to realize that you need some kind of defensive item, or maybe another offensive item beforehand. You need, like, some kind of mobility in most cases. So, like, a Yule Scepter is very common. just because you can do the one-shot combo on most heroes. It's kind of tough this game. Like, you can do it on Windrunner, Legion, and Rubik, and that's it. But, yeah. Basically, like, there are very few situations where you're going to go for Aghanims before, like, a Yules or Drum or something like that.
Yeah, a drum is a good item for mobility, though, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dire's middle
Yeah, it's definitely really
tower
good.
is under attack.
Okay.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Okay. So here you're respawning. Oh no, you TP'd, okay. So what's going on here? You TP mid. In this case, you should have TP'd like much farther out. Like, since this fight is happening here, like there's stuff going on, you should TP as close to it as possible. There's no reason for you to be so scared. Oh, you were chasing these guys. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is fine then. Ideally, you TP right here, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. It's just when you go Exort, it's not a good spell. It's okay if you're you're in range, but it's only 800 travel distance, like you can see here, so it's very small.
Yeah.
No reason to try to go for it. Okay. All right. So yeah, Meatball is a really good spell for sure, but you need to make sure you hit it, and it's easier to hit when you have some kind of CC. That's why the one-shot combo is so good, because you can Deafening Blast into, or Meatball into Deafening Blast, and then like they're taking that damage the whole time. But it's kind of hard to just cast it in a way that you just hit it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's a fucking dumb mistake,
Yeah. It's all good though. It looks like it's gonna work out for you. It's a very like aggressive game. It's pretty surprising actually. Okay. So one thing that people often do, like you just did, is even though the target is magic immune, they'll still try to like cast their spells on it. Definitely just wait. There's no point to try to like stun this guy while he's spinning.
Yeah, I guess I panicked though.
Mm-hmm.
In case the spells, yeah.
Yeah, it's important that you, like, when you're playing Dota, you just slow down and, like, try not to panic. Take things as they come. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Let's invoke Tornado again. Okay. So yeah, I think at this point we should just jump to a different replay. Because the big themes in this game were just, like, you needed to push more and farm more, rather than grouping up and fighting.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess you're gonna choose a mage, and we'll jump straight to replay.
Sure. Okay, so let me bring that up. Alright. So, this one looks okay. Okay. Yeah, this looks like an okay one. Let's watch this one. Okay, let me know if the screen share thing stops working or whatever. Sometimes there's issues.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So you went for a Blink and a Hex in this game. That looks pretty good to me. Okay.
Legion Commander.
All right.
It's in the bag.
So, your build is really different this game. That's kind of surprising, but I think it's fine. Going for tangos is okay if you don't get any pooled tangos, so that's good. You definitely want to invoke a spell at the start of the game, though. That's really helpful.
Actually, I said to LC that I would mid first, but he peeked still and went mid, so I fed twice and then went top lane.
Okay.
With Brutal Beckham. I remember this too.
Okay, let's not watch this then. Let's pick one where you don't intentionally feed, because there's no point watching that.
Okay, let's choose. I'm gonna choose, okay?
Yeah, sure. Also, while you're choosing, never do that shit. Like, even though he picks mid and he's a dick or whatever, just play Dota.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I was
matter.
just tilted as fuck, dude. I know he tilted
Yeah.
me as fuck. Yeah. Like, can you check?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are Anti-Mage, okay. Good looks, interesting. Okay. Holy shit, there's some weird stuff going on. Okay, this will probably be a good one. Let's look at this.
Like, give me a few seconds, please. Fucking just a few seconds, please.
Yeah, sure.
Slog. Vengeful spirit. Phantom.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, I had a Red Bull on my keyboard though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. No worries. Alright.
Yeah, are you here?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I had my mic muted. Okay.
Yeah, I had a Red Bull on my keyboard though, in a chair.
Ah, okay. Wait, you spilled your Red Bull? That's not good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I hope it doesn't ruin your keyboard. That would suck. Alright, so let's jump into this. So you're playing Anti-Mage, it's fine. Build looks totally fine. This is good. You bring plenty of regen to lane. Good stuff.
30 seconds to
You had a
battle.
Sark mid. Okay. What's going on here?
30 seconds to battle.
Oh, you're just... Okay. Yeah, this is something you want to avoid. You kind of did this in the last game too, is you just make yourself very vulnerable to situations like this. And you didn't get punished last game for this, but you get punished here, so that's not good. There's just no reason for you to be here right now. Like, what is your goal here? Like, it's to get the bounty rune, right? But that spawns in 30 seconds. You could die, like, 5 times in 30 seconds in here, so no reason for you to be here. You end up using a tango, which, like, might not seem like much, right? But it does matter quite a bit. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. So this guy goes completely aggressive and just feeds for no reason. So it ends up not being too bad, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, so in this case, like, you have no way to actually kill this guy, so skilling Blink and going for him is kind of a waste. If you had a stun, and a stun was about to hit, like Vengeful Spirit was about to stun her or something, then it would be okay. But yeah, there's no reason to go for her. And she also has her orb up really soon. So even if you were to get a bunch of hits off, she still can orb away as soon as it's up. So yeah, that's big. Okay. So what you did here was good. I'm pretty sure this was intentional.
You know, I actually hate laning against the Necro. You know, he always, I don't know, every Necro player always levels up.
Yeah, no, it's definitely annoying.
Yeah,
the way you beat him is countering. What? Sorry, what?
Actually, I remember that I told who's on the bottom lane, a Phantom lane, yeah, I don't know, wait, sorry. Yeah, I'm dying. I told him to let swap lanes, you know, I could get much more from a lane. Yeah, but he didn't though. You know, it's hard to lane against them.
Yeah, it can be tough for sure. There are a few ways to counter him though. Like, you can either buy a lot of regen items, like Ring of Regen and Ring of Health, or you can kill him early. You guys don't have the lane to kill him, unfortunately, like with Naga. So in this case, unless Enigma ganks, you should probably just go for the regen route.
Yeah, like if I had an aggressive support though, you know, I would
Yeah.
play. Yeah.
Yep, then you can go for a kill. But in this case, your best option is to go for regen items. But yeah, so let's look at this. So the first thing you did when you walked into lane was pull the wave back. Like you click on him and then run back. So this is really good. This is how you're gonna get more out of the lane.
Yeah.
You should do this more often though, because like every time you go for a CS, this guy's gonna hit you. So if you keep pulling the lane back, the lane is gonna go farther and farther back, and you can last it easier. So you should keep doing that in this case. You don't want to be giving up EXP. Okay. Okay. It's pretty important that you don't tank too much creep or too many creep hits. You can just run back here and it's okay. Like just instead of standing here and tanking all the creeps, you just run back to the tower or the next creep wave here, and that would be totally fine. Yeah, it's actually pretty important because you just like used an entire salve just for one creep wave, which is not a good trade when you didn't have to tank the creeps, right? So it's pretty big. Okay, also, never do this. You need a Quelling Blade, like in this lane, you for sure do, but the mid needs the courier first. Like, he has priority. Like, look at this guy. He has his bottle in base. He's very low, and he has his bottle in base, and the courier has to walk all the way back. Like, it's going to be painfully slow. He could lose lane like this, and you guys could just lose the game based on this. It looks like he's actually going to die. Yeah, okay, so he actually dies.
Yeah, he said something to me, yeah, I remember.
That's really important. The mid always has priority on the courier. Always, for 100%. Especially if they're going for bottle. Okay, buy boots. In this case, you didn't need boots. Just go for a Ring of Regen if you need regen items. Like, so that the small one.
Blink, yeah, I have a blink.
And the regen will help you, like, quite a lot. And also, when I say Ring of Regen, I mean like the actual Ring of Regen. So like
I know, yeah.
The small one, yeah, not Ring of Health.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, you should just be using the creep aggro trick a little bit more. Necro is a strong laner, but you don't have to worry about him. He can't ever kill you until he's 6. And even then, it's pretty hard. So you're being a little too scared here, I think.
Yeah. You know, now I can see that I have a blink, you know, when I get low, I'm way too much lower, you know, I can blink away, you know, regen. Yeah, I could play more aggressively though. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the only thing you have to be scared of is like getting very low and then getting smoke screens, because then you can't blink, obviously. But even then, you can probably run away anyway. So yeah, you're definitely playing too scared here. It's something that's tough to tell, like in the heat of the moment. But if you just slow down and like try to take things objectively, then it's easier to make a decision. Okay, let's go for this. This is fine. Pull the way back again. Great. Okay. Let's look at this. Okay, so even though you can play more aggressively in this case, you want to be careful that you're not taking free damage. Like in this case, I think you were just like here you go for a right click on the creep when there's no point. Like you're not gonna get the CS right now because it's not low. So you should just wait for the creep to get into CS range before you go for this, because this guy is gonna get a lot of hits off on you here.
Like a double hit, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, so you go for 3 hits and he gets 3 hits on you during this time, and that's pretty big. Like that's a lot of damage. Okay. Yeah, in this case, rather than going for PMS and Tangos, you should have saved for a Ring of Health. Sending yourself tangos is totally fine though. That's okay. Something you can do. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay. So this is kind of a hard lane. Sorry, what's up?
Yeah, sometimes sometimes I try to buy like big items, rush Battle Fury on Anti-Mage rather than like buying a regen like tangos or healing soul. Yeah, I guess it's a bad idea.
Yeah, you generally want to stay away from rushing items. If you don't need the regen, then obviously you don't need to buy it. But never just rush Battle Fury. It's pretty bad. If you go for Ring of Health, it's like totally fine, because then you're giving yourself laning power. But a lot of the times you need to go Ring of Health into battle treads, or into power treads rather. Then you'll be fine.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So yeah, you have to end up going back to base anyway, even after you buy the Tango and the PMS. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah, like I wasted so much farm, like CS, so much time, so much experience.
Yeah, it would have been fine to just go back to base or buy the Ring of Health at the side shop, and that would be okay. Okay.
Radiant's middle tower.
Not the end of the world though. I mean, anti-mage games are just going to be like this sometimes, where you have a hard lane and no support to help you, so it's okay. You can still come back always, as this hero anyway. Okay. So I don't think you could have helped here, but you should at least look. You still should at least look to see what's going on. Like this is your camera right now. Okay, so Naga runs in, and then she's just gone. Like, the only way you know what she's doing is by looking at the minimap. So you should definitely be looking and just seeing what she's doing. You could gather all of this information, and that's good. You could also see that Enigma is very close, so maybe he can get a Malefice off and, stun Naga, and that would be great.
Yeah.
Or stun a Necro or something, but yeah. Basically, like, you would be in position if you had moved your camera. Yeah, probably missed out on a kill here. Okay. Okay, you should definitely turn on this guy. Okay, yeah. Like, right here when this guy casts a spell, you should probably just turn and mana void him. It won't kill him, but it will certainly help your Enigma. Maybe the Necro backs off at that point. You're not going to use it for anything else anyway, and it's on a short cooldown, so...
Yeah, like, but what about his passive skill? Like, he could right-click me and, he's passive. I would die there.
No, you won't die. Like, the way... Like, look at this guy's vision. This is Necro's vision right here. Okay, so you're on this corner, right? Like, for this guy to right-click you, like, when you come around the corner like this, like, if you just stayed on this side of the wall, there's no way you can do it if you just cast your spell and back off.
Yeah.
I definitely understand what you're saying, though.
Yeah, I never thought about fog, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
you can definitely use a fog in this case.
Yeah, I could be a beauty fog. Yeah, you're right.
Bottom tower is under attack.
In my favor, though. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So you get treads, that's totally fine. Good thing to do. You go bottom, okay, great choice. Yeah, since there's so much stuff going on top, you should just go bottom. This is totally fine. Good decision. Now, ideally, in this case, you keep the wave back for a little bit. Like you try to deny and, keep it in this position. And in this case, you'll be denying PL farm. Like, he has to go to the jungle in order to farm. If you pull it back and just keep it here. But it's not bad to push, just because pushing waves is usually good. But in this case, I think freezing it would be ideal.
Okay. Sometimes, when I like this, you can see they are pushing our top lane. I TP bottom. When I try to TP bottom, try to get some farm. My team always steals me in types like, TP top, dude. We are getting pushed. We need your help. Sometimes I TP top. And that's a dumb decision, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it depends, right? If you can TP top and get a bunch of kills, and you don't do it, then it's a mistake. But if you TP top and you can't do anything, then it's bad. That's pretty much it.
In a situation like this, we can look at top. There is no opening for me.
Yeah, if you were to TP top right now, it would be very similar to what you were doing in the Invoker games, where you just randomly TP'd, and that was a bad thing. And it's especially bad on Anti-Mage because your only way to fight is with Mana Void. Like, you basically you're not good at fighting until you get items. That's just the nature of the hero. So rather than going to fights constantly, just farm and then TP to fights that you can guaranteed get kills in, and that's a good idea. If your teammates like tell you to TP or whatever, and it's a bad idea, just mute them. It doesn't matter like what they think. You're never gonna see them again probably. It really just doesn't matter. Just like don't type anything, just do your thing and do whatever you think is right. That's the best thing you can do anyway. So here you farm bottom a little bit, then you just randomly go back to base, and I'm not sure why. I guess to like buy a TP scroll or something, but there's no point. In this case, you should have gone to the hard camp and just done this. You would take some damage, but you have treads and PMS and a Coiling Blade, so you're more than good enough to do this.
Radiant's tower is under attack.
Also, now would be an okay time to buy a Ring of Regen, like the small one. So that would help you jungle a little bit. Then you can go for Ring of Health and keep jungling, etc. Oh, looks like you just okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you wasted a lot of time here. You definitely should have gone to the hard camp. In situations like this, where you're going to be TPing to a place where you can't buy a TP, you should buy 2 TPs so you have one ready when a fight breaks out. That's pretty important. Okay. Okay. Is this guy their carry? He is not. Okay. So when this guy goes on you like this, you actually don't have to be that scared. If you can bait his stun and dodge it with Blink, then he basically dies, depending on how well you play it. I guess he's hasted, so yeah, never mind. Okay. So if he's not hasted, like it's running out here, then you can go for that. But yeah, this guy can't kill you at all. So there's no point to be too scared. Okay. So you can pause. Okay. Okay, so here's where it becomes an issue, right? Is where you just take a lot of damage at the start. He's getting free damage on you right now, and that's obviously not good, because your HP is going down, you're not getting much CS, it's just not a good trade. And also you don't dodge the stun with Blink, which is kind of bad, but yeah. Okay, so you take a lot of damage, you gotta go back to base. Which sucks, but yeah. I think in this case you could have done the hard camp again, and that would be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dire's middle tower. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
So I guess you're AFK for a second. It's okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So you go mid. That's fine. You can push out this wave, but then you need to kind of back because you don't know where their heroes are. You can just go jungle at that point. That'll be fine. Yeah, Puck goes mid. Okay, that's a good dodge. Okay. Alright, so let's look at this. Basically, Necro walks into lane with full mana, full HP. He's not a good mana void target. In this case, it actually would be better to mana void the Puck if you want to go for something. It wouldn't do that much damage at all, and she still has stick, but yeah. There's pretty much no point for you to blink in here. I guess you could try to get the kill, but you're endangering yourself a little bit. Like, even if you don't die, you're going to take a lot of damage from the Venge and the Dream Coil and everything, so... Okay. Stark ends up dying, that sucks, but not much you can do. Go to jungle, it's fine.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay. Okay, so your pathing here was a bit bad. The blink idea was good, and it's okay to try to go for that kill. But rather than going for the PL kill, you should have tried to blink and block the Venge right here. Like if you had instead chosen to blink right here, like right here, one Venge is walking. Okay, so you're running up, you're right here. Instead of like running back so far, you can just try to blink in this tree line.
Yeah,
and,
block here.
Yep, that would be good. And also you end up blocking Slark because you didn't blink far enough, and he gets blocked here. That's really bad. He's your CC hero, so you want to make sure he gets close to the target. It ends up not being a bad thing, but it's still important.
Yeah, you're right though, yeah.
Okay, so this is fine. Okay, see, like, it's okay to group in this case, because, like, I guess you could be getting like a jungle camp during this time, and that would be good. But it's okay to be hitting this tower here because you're already here, right? Like your natural movements, like you killing the Venge, it led you to this objective. It's way different than you guys just like randomly TPing to a lane and then pushing for no reason. So this is fine. It's okay. I still think you should be doing neutral camps rather than hitting the tower, but this is much better than the rotation you made in the Invoker game.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I can see so many mistakes right now.
Well, that's why this is helpful usually, especially when you have somebody like point out the mistakes with you and talk about them. But okay, CTP top. I think this is great. You probably should have checked to see like what your team was doing beforehand, just to see if you could help them. But in this case, it's totally fine because like even if this was a bad decision, at least you're getting farm out of it, and at least you're pressuring the map a little bit. Yeah, it's much different than going to a fight that's bad, and you know, then the worst case scenario in that case is you die and you don't get anything. Whereas here, you're getting at least some farm, and you're working towards a Battle Fury. So it's really not that bad, even if it's a bad decision. That being said, I think it was a good decision to TP here. Okay, you buy your Claymore, that's good. Oh, you could go for another wave here. I don't think Puck has her blink yet, so... Oh no, she does, okay. Yeah, she hasn't, never mind. Pretty scary in that case. And she's off the map, so you have to be careful. Okay. So you buy a TP. Okay, you shouldn't TP here. Yeah, okay. So your farming pattern in this case should be to buy a TP right away, and then blink across to this camp, do it, then go to the small camp, and then just clear the jungle down this way, and then work towards mid. If mid is pushed out like this, then you can just clear it back and run back top, and that would be fine. Definitely don't want to TP here or do anything like that. Okay, so run back. You end up going to it anyway, but you waste some valuable time.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. Also, when you're farming as Anti-Mage, you want to make sure you're using Blink. Like, you max this out for a reason, and you buy treads and this regen item for a reason. The best Anti-Mage players will like constantly be blinking around the jungle just to move like that much faster and farm that much more quickly. It does matter quite a bit. Okay. So we are running out of time, so I think we should recap and do like any final questions you might have.
I don't know. I saw lots of mistakes, like micro mistakes, like small mistakes, some big mistakes, it's fine, yeah, thanks actually, I saw lots of things, I'll try to, try to not do same things in my pops,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So just to recap like the big lessons I think that you should take away from this and how to improve them. Really the best thing you can do for yourself is to just default to farming always, if you don't know what to do, and only to TP to fights that you think are good, unless like you're very close. Like let's say you're mid as Invoker, and then a fight breaks out like right here. Obviously, if you can help, then you should go to it. But if a fight breaks out top, then if it's a good fight, then you can TP. That's fine. But you don't want to run all the way, and you don't want to miss out on the opportunity to push mid. So just play a little bit more selfishly. Like only go to fights that will benefit you early on in the game. And other than that, just default to pushing and try to improve your CS. I think that will benefit you like a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess thanks. I'm gonna try to play some pops. Learn on my mistakes. I'm gonna text you. Like in a few days. Can we try to do again a lesson?
Oh yeah, sure.
Great. Yeah. We can watch my games. I guess I'll improve my game. I'm just guessing. Yeah. I hope.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's gonna take a little bit. Like you're gonna have to get used to adjusting to a new playstyle. So don't expect instant results, but this is something that's really important for you, I think, is just learning how to move around the map a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, thanks. So I guess I'm looking forward to our next lesson, like in a few days. I'm gonna
Okay,
text
great.
you. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. So bye.
Sounds good, man. Good luck.